Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Life to the Full call tonight. I appreciate all of you guys who've taken time to get on here. I know that even though a lot of us are stuck at home, it still is a little bit crazy. Just feeling like the normalcy and our routines have kind of been put to a halt. And so I appreciate you guys getting on here. And for those of you guys who are going to listen to this later, I appreciate that as well. And I just wanted to take a little bit of time tonight and offer a little bit of hope. I had shared that picture of the wall in Plexus. And when I went to corporate last summer for the Silver Stars retreat, and when I saw that wall, like it was really cool. First of all, I got to sit in Tarl's office, who is our CEO, and just chat with him. And he handed out these cards, and they had sort of these, not sort of, but they had the core values on them. And he said that he keeps it right in the chest pocket of his suit, and he encourages all the employees who work at the corporate office to do the same. And it has those core values on it, which are we're accountable, we get the job done right, we empower others, and one more. I think there's 4 core values. I don't have to look now, but that wall has the 4 core values on it, and then it just has all of these words that basically Plexus represents. And I think it's so powerful because they're more than just a company who is out to make a ton of money. Now, obviously, they're doing amazing, which is why it's such a blessing to be a part of a company that's doing great money-wise, especially in a time like this. They're debt-free, and because of how well they're doing, they're able to give back, which is just incredible. But I really resonated and appreciate just this idea that they empower others, and that's something that they stand for. It's not just about making a quick buck. It's not just about let's see who we can like trick into this. No, they are about empowering other people to step into a life of freedom, of health, and of happiness. And I know for myself that is something that I can stand behind. And I heard this quote the other night. I was listening to a leadership podcast by Craig Groeschel, and he said, in crisis brings unprecedented problems and unexpected opportunities. And I thought that that was so great because there are so many problems right now that people are struggling with. It may be something as huge as they are sick, or they are somebody who is on the front lines in our healthcare field, or anything like that. Or it can be, we're home with our kids and it's hard, or you're trying to work from home while homeschooling kids, while, doing your own job, and all of these things. And it becomes really difficult. And so we have these problems, these issues that we're trying to find solutions for, but we also have tons of opportunities, right? Opportunities to see things with a new perspective, opportunities to help others, opportunities to reevaluate things and to see things more clearly. John Maxwell said on one of his things last week that these situations, they help to bring clarity. They bring clarity to what is going on in our lives. Maybe the things that when everything has been taken away and we realize, wow, maybe I was doing a lot more things than was necessary. Here, Amber put in our chat the core values. One, Plexus. We are accountable, we get the job done right, and we empower others. So I love those. And so anyway, so that we have clarity in these things. And I know for me in this time, I've really been thinking about, what are the things that I need to step out of, and what are the things that I need to step into. And seasons that disrupt our normal routine is a really good time to reflect on what are the things that I want to be doing that I'm not doing, and what are the things that I'm doing that I really don't want to be doing, and to reevaluate that and think about how is this going to change the way I'm acting in this season, and also when things get back to normal, how is this going to change how I walk into it. And so I think for us in this time, we can really think about what is our opportunity here to empower others, to serve others, to help others. And so from me to you guys, that is my desire for you, for me to say, how can I help you? How can I empower you? Whether it's with getting your health in order, getting to a new level with your health, whether you've been taking these products for a short amount of time or a long time, how can we get you to the next level? How can we get you to feel more confident? How can we get your products covered if that's something you've been thinking about but you've never actually done? Or if you're new and it's something that you've been working towards, how can we help you on that? And then the question is now, how can we work together and empower others? There are so many people right now who, and maybe some of you who are on here listening in, who are worried about what is coming next, whether that be in their health or in their finances. There are many people who are being laid off or who being, just not sure what's to come next. And a lot of us are going paycheck to paycheck and not sure what kind of change that's going to bring about. And to see something that a business that is actually thriving, because this is helping people to reevaluate their priorities and put their health at a priority at a higher level than they used to. And so these businesses are actually, it's not going down, it's going up, because people are putting this a priority that they haven't before in the past. And then to say, not only can we help people with their health, but people who don't know what's going to happen and who are looking for a plan B, or maybe you're sitting there and you're like, as much as my kids are driving me crazy, I would love to be able to stay at home and work from home and be able to be a little bit more present, or a little bit more flexible, or whatever it is. And to see that we actually have an opportunity, something that is still standing in the midst of all of this, and that has shown that they are going to still be standing. And so I just wanted to share with you guys a couple of opportunities that we have coming up, that if there are people in your life, maybe you yourself or friends or family members who that they are looking for something different, that there are some opportunities that we have to share with people and be able to explain what this could do for their health or what this could do for their finances. And I think that sometimes in situations like this, our instinct is to shy away, to feel like we don't want people to think we're taking advantage of them or anything like that. But the truth is, I'm in this because I care about people. I'm in this because I cared about my husband and his health, and that's why I started. And then I got even more into this because I felt like this was something I could not keep to myself. How could I possibly keep it to myself if I knew so many people in my life who needed it? And now it's the same thing with this business opportunity, whether it's a full-fledged business or just some extra cash, to say, how can I keep it to myself when I know that there's people suffering or wondering or worrying, what do they need to do next? And so I'm going to list you guys a couple of opportunities, and then I'll post them as well on the Life to the Full page. But tonight there's going to be an event live streamed on YouTube that I'll post the link for at 9:00 Eastern. That's called, oh goodness, what is it called? Something about moms in madness or something, and about how in a time of madness, right, moms can relate so much to madness, that these moms were able to find success. They were able to find success in a time where it seemed like no success would come, and where most of us, when we're in time of transition or in time of worry or fear, or of just, I am just going to be resigned to be tired and to be just, stretching myself thin the rest of my life, that these women were able to step out and succeed and find something new and different for their families. And so a couple of them are going to share their stories tonight on this event, which will be really cool. So I think that's something, if you have time, even just to listen into and see how it is, or to share it with some other people, host a watch party on your own Facebook page if you want, or just check it out and send it to people later. That's a great thing for you to jump on. Also, on Thursday night, there's going to be a Facebook group event called Impact Your Life. Impact Your Future. I don't know why I can't remember the names of any of these things right now. I should probably pull up the graphics just so I am not correcting myself 100 times, but it's called 3, 2, 1. Okay, Impact Your Future. Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, Impact Your Future, and that's going to be this Thursday at 9:00 Eastern, and it's going to be a Facebook group, and it's going to be amazing. There's going to be some incredible women. There's already some amazing posts in there just sharing what Plexus has done for them. And so this is an opportunity for you to reach out to some friends or family and just say, hey, listen, I know that in all of the craziness right now, there's tons of stuff going around and tons of uncertainty. Would you be open to learning about something that maybe could be your plan B? And if they say yes, you can add them to the group, and it's Thursday night. It's just going to be a 1-hour event. There's going to be some amazing stories on there, some amazing women who I absolutely love and adore, who just care about people. They care so much about people, and they really want to impact people's futures. Jennifer Leith, who is a good friend of mine and also a diamond in our company, she was sharing last night how she has had so many conversations with people in the last couple of days who are just filled with fear about what is going to come next, and that she sat there seeing that her business was not wavering in any way, and she felt like, oh my goodness, like I have something that could help you. And so really having that passion to share that, and she's the one going to be running this event on Thursday night. If there are people you know who are interested in getting their health in order, and maybe they've been nervous, or maybe they're nervous because of funds and they don't know what's coming next, we do challenge 3-day challenges every single week. So every week, for 3 days, there is a challenge group for the regular products, the Renew You pack, right? So the 4 products in there is Slim Hunger Control, MetaBurn, Active, and Lean. And there is one of those products for every single day. So it's 3 days worth of those products. And the group is phenomenal. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of information. And it's a great chance for people to see, what can these products actually do for me? What do they taste like? Can I implement them in my routine? And it's only $20. $20, free shipping, and they can get in on it. There's also now a beauty box, which has Joyome, the pink drink, and collagen. And it's Joyome the day and the night. And so that's something as well that there's a 3-day challenge group for every week. And so if you know people who are interested but they're not willing to place a full order, invite them to the challenge group. Let me know. I'll make sure you're added, then you can add them, and then I can help walk you through how to lead them during that time, how to instruct them to take their products, and then how can we follow up with them and help them see if they're ready to place a full order, or what their options are. Okay, but what I want you guys to know is that in situations like this, there is so much hope. There is so much goodness. And even in the uncertainty, even in the stuff that is sad or crazy or whatever that's going on, I have seen so much celebration, so many good things, so many people coming together, which is exciting. In my neighborhood, right in front of the elementary school, I can't remember if I shared this last week or not, but some people set up a little tent with some shelves on it that have some canned goods and some toilet paper and some diapers. And literally just through the Facebook page for our town, it's been upgraded 2 times to a bigger tent, and then a bigger tent that's now waterproof. And people are continuing to bring things. They're actually now know that there's some moms in some other areas of the city who literally, that's how they're getting their diapers and their formula for their kids in this time. And so it's amazing to just see a community come together like that. Also, if any of you guys follow John Krasinski, who's, Jim from The Office, he posted an amazing video he made called Some Good News, and just talked about that he wanted to really show people the good things that are going on in the midst of all this. And people sent him so many stories. He does a little interview with Steve Carell on the 15th anniversary of The Office. And so something a little lighthearted and fun, but also something super powerful and impactful. I definitely shed some tears on some of the stories. You see videos of people in the hospital parking lots just flashing their lights and playing music, and just these amazing encouragements that they're doing for these people on the front lines of this, the people who are still working, people leaving things out for the delivery men, and all of these things. And so to be able to see communities come together, it shows that there is hope, right? It shows that we are not going to be taken down easily. And that is something that we all should stand for. And it's something that we can be motivated by, and it's something that we can strive to do for the next person. And so I always want to offer hope to people with whatever I have. And those of you guys who know me know that my number one hope that I have to offer is through Jesus, because he loves each one of you. And he created you to live a full life. And so that is my number one, where my hope comes from. Number 2, really, God dropped Plexus into my lap at the perfect time when I needed the products, and had this community that I never knew I needed in a time where I had really no friends in the area that I was in, place I had been for a few years. And now I have this amazing community of women. Some people I was friends with a long time ago, like Amber in middle school, and then a lot of people who I had never met before, to people who were family who I barely knew, like Alexis. And so now here, some of these people are some of my closest friends. I talk to them daily. They encourage me. They're people I can go to when I have frustrations or disappointments or exciting things to celebrate. And I know myself, because I'm a pretty strong person. I'm strong for a lot of other people, but I know that this is something we all need. We need to be able to feel like ourselves by having our bodies balanced out, and we need to have community that supports us, that comes behind us, that cheers us on towards our goals. I don't know about you guys, but when I try to reach for greater things, there are some people that really try to pull you down, and I don't think they do it intentionally all the time, but maybe it's because of their own insecurities that they just pour their negativity all over our wants and our dreams and our plans. And that can be debilitating. It can be paralyzing, especially if we hold those people's opinions really high. And the thing is that those people don't have to live with the consequences of what we choose, but we do. And so to be able to surround ourselves with people who want to see us succeed in every area of our life, that's why our group is called Life to the Full. I probably say this on every single call, but it's because we care about every aspect of your life. And fortunately, your health bleeds into every single aspect of your life. And so when we can start to get our health in order, we get our mind in order, and we are able to find a group of people who supports us and wants to come alongside us, not just in the good things, but in the hard things too. And this is a time where we get to prove that. We get to prove to people that we're here, we're in it for the long haul. We want to see them succeed. We want to see them find help with their health, with their finances, with their relationships, all of it. So please, if you have people who are interested, or if you have people that you want to reach out to, either about the products, the challenge groups, or about this opportunity event on Thursday night, where it's going to explain a little bit about mostly about the business. And even if you're somebody who's not really interested in doing the business, I would challenge you to think about, are there people in my life who would like this business? Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm not someone who wants it, but don't let that stop you from passing it on to somebody else, right? How many times I have people who give me something for my kids that doesn't fit them, or they're too old for them. What do? I pass it on to somebody else, right? I may not need it. You might not need it, but maybe you know somebody else who does. And so I would encourage you to pass the information to them, or just say, hey, I heard about this thing from my friend Allie, and I thought that maybe you would be interested. And then you can put them in contact with me. I have no problem giving them the info, or anything like that. So I hope that you guys are seeing areas of hope in your own life. And I kind of just wanted to even open it up, even to if anybody wanted to share briefly about maybe a glimmer of hope that they've seen through this, maybe something that you've realized about yourself or about the people around you, or the beauty that you found in this total disruption of your normal routine, whether it's made you way busier or way less busy and totally stir crazy and stuck at home, or just from what you're seeing from other people. Does anybody have anything that they'd want to share, just kind of hope or encouragement that they've seen in all of this? And it's okay if not. I know some of us are got all of our videos and stuff turned off because there's things going on. So that's totally fine. I have seen so much, and I hope that you guys are encouraged. And something I thought about today, I went for a run, and I was running over a really like rocky area where the pavement was all kind of broken up. And I just stopped actually and took a picture of my feet in front of this kind of broken up pavement area. And I thought about it, when we go running and we hit a rough spot, what do we do? Do we stop? Or do we run through it, just being a little bit more alert and aware? And I think usually we run through it. We run over it. It's not too dangerous, right? We run over it and we just are a little bit more aware. And I think that in our life, it's similar. A lot of times we come up to rough areas and our instinct might be to run away or to just stop and be paralyzed, maybe with fear or with wonder of, well, what's going to happen? What if I take that next step? But instead, if we look at it like, hey, I'm going to be a little bit more alert, a little bit more cautious, but I'm going to keep going. So you keep one eye on the ground and one eye at the goal, right? And you keep moving and keep pushing forward. And so I would just encourage each one of you that in this time, keep one eye on the ground, right? Keep one eye on what you're doing, one eye on what's going on, be aware of your surroundings, but keep your eye on the goal and keep moving forward. And do not let the uncertainty or the stillness paralyze you. Find rest in the stillness, but don't let it paralyze you, and find the things that motivate you, whether it's connecting with others, whether it's good music, whether it's movement and activity or good food or whatever, and find that motivation for yourself so that you can keep pushing on towards the goal. And if you have goals and you don't know how to get there, please, I am here for you. We are here for all of it. I cannot emphasize that enough. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to just stop recording, and then if anybody has questions about any of the events coming up or the opportunities, right now we have this opportunity for people to earn almost instantly between $200 and $600, depending on how they join, depending on how quickly they're able to sign some people up. And all they need is 3 people or 6 people. It's not a lot. You guys, all you need is 3 people or 6 people to earn that money. And I know for me, that first month I joined, getting that $400 or $500 in my first paycheck, that made a huge difference for my family. And I know that it could for so many others. And so please don't hesitate to reach out. And I know that I'm working with a lot of you guys already right now, working towards those goals. So don't stop. Keep going. When things get frustrating, just reach out to somebody else, because you never know who is literally sitting there. I'll say it again, I've shared it before, but one of the first quotes when I joined Plexus I saw that is still hanging on my kitchen counter is, your willingness to share could be the answer to someone else's prayers. You don't know who is sitting at their house tonight just wishing they had a health answer for themselves or their family, or wishing they had a way to get $300 or $500, and that you being willing to reach out to them and just say, hey, would you be interested in learning about this, could literally be the answer that they're looking for. It was for me, and I know it was for many others. Amber, did you want to share something?
Yeah. When you asked about like what kind of hope have you been seeing,
Oh yeah.
it after I got thinking about it, I love how like John Maxwell, he had this packed schedule to travel all around the world and speak to all these leaders at all these different places, but clearly coronavirus had other plans, and so now he's stuck home. And like just how generous of him to offer like free training to all of us, and like, you know, just share his wisdom on how to lead your teams, how to lead in life, and just like bestow his wisdom for free. Like he totally could have charged for that. But anyway, it's like stuff like that that's really encouraging to me. Also like just the network marketing podcast that I listen to, like it's amazing how all of them have like pivoted, like to go over, you know, how to lead your team in crisis, and like you know, stuff like that. It's just, it impresses me that, you know, these people are so kind and generous with their time.
Yeah, I love that. Thanks so much, Amber. Yeah, there's so many people. And that's what, you know, I think that in the past, network marketing has gotten a really bad name. But now, if you actually look at the people who are doing network marketing, I mean, especially in Plexus, because that's what we know, but even in other companies too. I was actually talking to a friend from college today who's involved with another company, and just being able to share how amazing it is to see people succeed in this, and that it is all about people who are wanting something more, right? They're wanting something better, and they actually do want to add value to other people's lives. And so it is really cool to see that community and be a part of this type of community, this type of industry, who are looking for better things for themselves and others. And then I'm just going to shout out somebody on our team, but Tom Sear, if any of you guys are friends with him on Facebook, if you're not, you should totally friend him, because he's very encouraging. But he's been going around and doing these like TP drops like your house has been TP'd for people who maybe they ran out or they can't find any anywhere, and he's been dropping it off to people's houses. And just that little act, I think it just brings a smile to people's faces and actually helps them. You know, people were like, why do people freak out about toilet paper? I'm like, because if you run out of toilet paper, it's really not a pleasant thing. So anyway, thank you guys so much for jumping on. I'm going to stop this here, but then if anyone has questions or thoughts, please feel free to just stay on for a couple minutes and we can chat about some other things. But I'm here, Amber's here. There's so many other leaders in this group page who are around and just willing to talk to you, even if it has nothing to do with this. But if you're just struggling or you just feel lonely, please, like, I'm home and there may be kids yelling in the background, but I'm always up for just a phone call and a chat or a message just to hear how you're doing and, you know, share some funny memes or whatever it is that you need to get through the day. So I hope you guys have a great night and a great week, and we'll talk soon. Anyone who has questions, just stay on for a little bit. It's totally fine.